All right.
Yeah.
Good morning. I am higher vibrations, and so are you. And man, we've had some really interesting energy. Yeah, we had a X8 solar flare leave the sun last night, but hardly any CME left it, just like the one before when we had the X point or X1. So we haven't gotten the burp yet. Like the energy underneath all of that still coming. So hold tight. We still have more coming. In the meantime, we're here to have a really awesome conversation, regarding all this stuff that we're all going through and much more with Josie Jackson, Fifth Essential LLC at Fifth Essential LLC on YouTube. You
Yeah.
can also find her on Patreon. And I believe your link to Patreon is in your YouTube channel. Is that right?
Yes. My everything's on LinkTree, so you'll find
All right.
it.
Right, right. Welcome. How are you, Josie?
I am. I am rolling in the deep. That's how it feels today,
Yeah.
especially with these energies. You've got the full moon energy and then you've got the sun trying to kill us. So, I mean, hey,
Yeah. And it's the 2-2 portal.
that part. And you know what? I'm gonna give that to you because I was supposed to do notes. I was supposed to look at the Vedic astrology of the situation. But you know what? I said, you know what? I'm gonna flip some cards and call it a day.
Heck yeah, dude.
I surrender.
I'm excited that you brought your cards, actually. People in the
Mhm.
audience are really going to appreciate your cards. I love when you do readings. It's just fun to watch. Yeah. Um,
Yeah, because
yeah,
I'd be all over the place.
it's so much because everything's all over the place right now, right?
Yeah.
And like, I mean, we have a Friday the 13th right before Valentine's Day. We are in the middle. I know, right? I know. We
Wow.
have a solar, or excuse me, an eclipse corridor, and we're right now in the middle of a corridor starting on the 30th and going till the 27th of this. So starting on the 30th of January, going till the
Mhm.
27th of February, we're in a portal. Now, I've not heard anyone else remark on this. This is spirit channeling through me, telling me about this. And that's where I get most of my stuff. I don't do the graphs and the charts and all that. I see all that
Mhm.
stuff and I feel like it's just too unorganized.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
like, I want to put things in, anyway, up with the grand crescendo of the 28th sixth planet alignment. This rare alignment is echoing so much code from the Dark Crystal. If any of y'all seen that movie from the 80s, Jim Henson, in the 70s,
Yeah.
actually.
I remember.
Yeah, right? I remember the spider one parts when I was little. I was so freaked out by that. But and in the middle of this corridor of the 20 or the 30th through the 27th. Oh, by the way, it's also really fascinating is that there is is it Jupiter? I think it's Jupiter and Moon conjunction on both of those days, the 30th of last month and the 27th of this month. On top of
Wow.
that, we have a solar eclipse. It's a ring of fire happening on the 17th. So then we're in a different corridor because that corridor closes on the 3rd of March, the 3-3
Mhm.
portal, when we have the total lunar eclipse. That's the red the blood worm moon is how it's worded because it's a worm moon, but it's also a blood moon.
Mhm.
There's more. Act now. And no, I'm kidding. But there is and so with that, I found this really crazy thing. There's two calendars that speak different times. So the Chinese New Year,
Mhm.
officially the one we follow right now, the Chinese New Year starts on the 17th, the same time as that eclipse, right? The other calendars, the older calendars, counted the
Mhm.
Chinese New Year to start on the 3-3 portal, which is the
Huh.
other side of that corridor of the eclipses,
Interesting.
right?
It just kind of feels like that 0 point is a very real thing at this, juncture. Like because everything is sliding, overlapping, merging.
Yeah. There's one more you brought up 0. I gotta say one more thing that you're gonna this is gonna uh on the 20th, dreams meet reality because Saturn and Neptune have a 0 degree conjunction at 0 degrees in Aries.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, that's been like a huge thing that the astrologers have been talking about. That Saturn Neptune conjunction has just been doing the most. Okay.
mhm, mhm.
It's been definitely letting you see what's real and what's not real for, as an individual in your own life. And then for the collective, also letting us see what's real and what's not real.
Yeah,
That's why a lot of things that they're doing, putting out there, is not working anymore. Everybody's just tired,
yeah,
you know? You don't even care anymore. So whatever the agenda is, you just, you know, they're not getting anybody to do whatever it is they're trying to make them do
right.
because people are tired. It was too much of the confusion. It was too much of the illusion. And now we're like, nah, I'm good. I'm ready to stand solid on something. And if that means that I have to just focus on what's in front of me, then that's what it is. Because this other stuff is too much, you
Yeah.
know?
What's right in front of you? And when you said that, I actually was listening while I was doing a search on something because
Mhm.
I remembered it's Groundhog Day too.
What date is Groundhog Day?
The 2-2 portal today.
Today is Groundhog. Are you
Yeah, I
kidding me?
forgot. No,
With
I
this
didn't.
with this whole winter storm going
Yeah.
on,
And
it has
guess
the
what?
nerve to be Groundhog Day.
I know, right? And he saw his shadow, apparently. And you said it lined up with what you were just saying about seeing yourself or something. You said see yourself and it says
Yeah,
sees a shadow. And that's why
like
yeah,
what's right in front of you. Literally, what is right in front of you,
yeah,
whatever it is that feels grounding because there's too much confusion and too much illusion going on. And it's no longer having the effect or getting the results that it used to get because now it's in a desperate attempt. So it can't be taken seriously.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's
Oh,
wild.
that's a whole rabbit hole, Josie. We could talk about that for 8, 12 hours and not be done. You know, like with the AI introduction and everything, mixing everything in there.
Mhm.
And that drives me crazy. I gotta say that. I mean, like, I appreciate and understand what people are creating and how it's been, but it's turned into this mixing false images in with images that were actually captured. And and so therefore everything is glommed over as if it's all false.
Yes,
Right.
that's why intuition is so important, and that's why we really, especially as higher vibrational beings, must take on the responsibility for ourselves
Yeah.
first and foremost. Because when you're scrolling, you have to question now if what you're seeing is real. When
Right.
before everything was about user generated content.
Yeah.
User generated content was real people utilizing real products. And now we've moved on over to all of this AI stuff.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Yeah. And it feels different too, right?
Yeah. Oh,
You know,
yeah.
it feels like when you're trying to connect with somebody who have a lot of, like, shields up, energetic
Mhm,
shields, and it's like that matte black that's like, there's somebody, but you can't feel them back there. Like, that's
mhm.
what I find is, like, the creator behind the art is not there. Like,
Yep.
you don't feel the person because 'cause they're not.
And there is a massive cloaking, and that brings you back to Saturn and Neptune.
Yep.
That cloaking on a collective level is literally coming from that conjunction because again, once you have the information that you did not have before, then you take action.
Yeah.
So the collective is now cloaking where they used to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So
Yeah.
we can feel it. We can feel the two-step verification that is required in social situations.
Yeah, yeah.
We can definitely feel that going on, and you just kind of have to have patience and understanding and kind of work through it to get to that enjoyment, to get to that good old camaraderie.
Yeah, where you can feel the heart behind everything. And that's
Mhm.
the point that I agree with you. That is the point of it. Like, because the time of revelation has always been told to be a time of great discernment
Yeah.
requirements. Like being aware of your own heart song. There's another way I've heard it before. Like hearing that there's somebody behind the message.
Mhm.
And when you don't hear somebody, then and I totally see people. A lot of people are commenting lately about individuals. What is the Antichrist kind of a conversation? I really don't jump into that exactly
Mhm.
kind of conversation, but I can see what they're saying is that the idea here is deceit, illusion,
Yeah.
falsity,
Mhm.
right? And so if you can for a moment embrace the possibility that the Satan's little season concept of that reign of lies were
Yeah.
supposed to end when Kali Yuga ended, which officially, unofficially, we're ending, has ended, because there's like a kind of thing that happens around
Mhm.
24 was when it started to end,
Oh yeah.
right?
And it merged like energy does. It merged, so there's still residue while the new is happening. And I feel like what's going on with the collective is that there's having to come to that realization that a lot of us had this idea that the lies were just going to cease.
Right.
But in reality, the lies are always going to be there. It's your awareness and you realizing that it is a lie that changes everything. There and you hurt yourself when you think that the thing that you're observing is going to change. You're
Yeah.
the one that changed. And that's where the power is. And that's where you finally have a decision, because you can't make a decision if you don't have any information.
Yeah. Yeah.
The discernment is there now, and you're able to make a decision of which way you want to go. It's all us, so they're not. That's their default. Those things are going to continue to be what they are, but now we have a decision of whether we want to participate or deal with it.
Mm.
That's that level of freedom. We've freed ourselves from feeling like that was the only option because we didn't know anything else.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
we're
Exactly.
free.
And now there's more information. And so
Mhm.
like the conversation about the heart and the spleen being the mind rather than the brain.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah, I heard something really cool regarding that, and that just changed. It's how I look at things. It's just cool. It was put together so well, and I don't remember who to quote. I just know that it was really cool. But
Mhm.
um, is that because you feel it in your gut? They talk about that all the time. If you address your gut, so if you address the fauna on the floor, if you address what's going on here, then you're going to shift um, the way that you think. And when
Yeah.
you shift the way that you think, then you shift your reality.
Yeah.
And that's
Exactly.
all you need to do.
And it creates space for all of the things that you do want when you don't first think of what could and may go wrong or anything like in a negative light. Things are simply happening,
Yeah.
and they're gonna happen. Your power is discerning which way you should go, like how you should respond to the things that are happening without feeling like you've got to control it or it needs to be different than what it is.
Mhm. Totally. I'm used to being able to do a heart when we do Zoom meetings. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Letting yourself do that. letting yourself trust yourself, and we left behind the energy of the victim world, like the victim mentality, the concept of living in the victim mindset. And people often forget that that also left behind the excusability of being what we would call perhaps a perpetrator, or a predator of some kind. That
Yeah.
also removes the ability to be a martyr. And that's the part most people don't notice. So what I mean is the martyrdom, I spent my life living there. Like I think a lot of us have in some way, just sacrifice, give everybody else kind of thing.
Hmm.
Being taught religiously that the bigger the sacrifice, the bigger the reward, you know.
Yep. Because that is what's needed for what was old. They needed that. They needed that level of sacrifice to, and they had it going on like so many levels.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, but if you're not mentally there, right? If you're not managing your own emotions and you're feeling everything all the time and being slapped around emotionally, it is nearly impossible to do what you need to do for yourself. You can't even remotely see any solutions. And it also makes you vulnerable to other people's agendas. When you seek
Right.
outside of yourself, oh, what should I do? And then you just blindly listen because your emotions are so high, you can't discern at all.
Yeah.
you know, that was that cycle that we were in. But now we're like, I don't care whether or not I have proof. My whole being is telling me to do this way or to go that way. And that is all I need. And it doesn't matter what the outcome is. It doesn't matter whether that person or that situation is wrong or right. What matters is I made a choice and I'm doing something that is in alignment with me, whether it's a lesson or a victory,
Hmm.
period.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's necessary, you know?
Yeah. And you can teach the self advocacy as you do it energetically, a ripple through the tides of the energy around us. People think that there's a space between you and me. There's not. It's full. And it can ripple. And so we cause those ripples. And so I find this to be useful to know because a lot of us are so aware of others and just having lived this way for so long that we often find it easier to motivate self to do something for ourselves, knowing that it also benefits other people. Isn't that interesting?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I know my sound might have changed. My mic wasn't on.
Uh,
It's been a day. It's been
I could hear
very
you
interesting.
before, so it's okay. It's all good. Oh, I should say, well, there's people in the audience, and I know that you have cards there. If anyone, should you want to introduce that part?
Yeah. Yeah. So basically what's happening here is we are doing a freestyle flow for this show. I've got the Wisdom of the Oracle deck here,
Cool.
um, by Colette Baron Reed. And then I've got that, the trusty handy dandy Rider Waite deck here. So the intention is to definitely do readings for people in the chat. However, it won't be for specific questions for time's sake. It will be general messages for whatever it is that you need to hear in the now.
Yeah.
Um, so we will continue the conversation and we'll do the readings like a little bit later so that we can finish getting our thoughts out.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool, cool.
Just ignore me over here playing with the cards, okay?
That's what made me think of it. I should let people know that at some point, and if you want a reading, your name will be need to come up, like, so in the chat.
Yes,
You'll
I'll address the chat when it's time, and I'll say, hey, if you want a reading, let me know,
Yep,
and I will get to whomever I can see at the moment. So I'm not gonna be writing people's names down or anything like that because there's a lot of people in the chat. So
yeah.
it'll be all purely synchronistic.
Sweet,
Okay.
sweet. Yeah, I
That's
like
how we're gonna do that.
go with flow, man. That's how it should be. Like,
Yeah,
for so long, we were taught to be the banks of the river, and no wonder we got things wrong, controlling the tides. We're the tides, you're the
yeah,
flow. If you're the flow, what are you doing trying to be a bank?
that part.
Yeah,
But you first got to you've got to get away from focusing on all of the labels and identities and meanings around you in order to find out who you are. You've
yeah,
got to be okay with understanding that something as simple as a crayon doesn't have to be a crayon. That doesn't have to be the name of that. Yellow doesn't have to be yellow. It can be something different. And when you're able to do that and apply it, in life, you'll realize that you're much more creative and expanded, and you manifest better as well.
oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, because I found that this was my little I found a secret, but it was, like, the figuring it out part because, like, I'd been trying to manifest, and I would give a big list of requirements for what I was trying to manifest. Like, uh, the example you hear the most, people want to learn how to manifest winning the lottery. Well, that's like the favorite one to me because there's so many holes there. They don't
Yeah,
play the lottery, and so, you gotta play to win that, and it
yeah,
also limits all of the other avenues of abundance coming to you, right?
yep. It sure does. It cuts it all off, you
Yeah,
know, when you hyper focus on that one thing coming that one way, and
right.
you're not open to all of the possibilities of how that can play out. That's why I've been on a hiatus and people haven't seen me online because things have been happening in a way that is not logical. And I've been having to respond to those things that I've wanted, that I've manifested, coming when I didn't think that they were going to come because we like to put time frames on stuff. And then me having to rise to the occasion each time because it's happening now. you know,
Yeah, yeah.
it's been interesting.
As it's fascinating how many people have this story right now, Josie. Like, it's like an expectation of a response for how someone's doing right now. There's
Mhm.
the kind of stuff that just piles on top of piles on top of piles, and it's like it feels like spirits just going so over the top to make sure everybody gets that. You know what I mean? Like, the code is the same code if you look at it in any direction, you
Yeah,
know?
and it simply is. The abundance is always there. It's already existing and it's already happening. So, like when you say something like, "Oh, the universe is conspiring to bring me all of that I desire," right? But is it really? Is the universe making a conscious effort to make sure that you get what you want, or is it just its natural state of being?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just natural. It's there. Everything is here. And we as humans have the ability to utilize that energy to create,
Right.
you know, it's there.
Which is why we're called that's why the Bible says it's one of the places it says that we were made in the image of the creator. They didn't use any other word. They used the word creator.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
code. That's telling you, how can you be full of joy? Create. How can you be abundant? Create. And creating sometimes is creating a space, a meal, a relationship. And we're not always talking about romantic when we say relationship. And there's a lot of
Mhm.
different ways, music, dance, and there's so many motions of expressing ourselves. And when you look at that, it's flow again. It's
Yeah.
back to letting yourself trust the universe is going to be there for your foot when your foot is done with its stride.
Just imagine being scared to take a step.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you could live in a reality where if you were not absolutely sure and you step down, the ground would disappear under you.
Hmm.
That level of anxiety.
Yeah.
But that's not the reality that is happening right now. And it makes it easier to be sure that your foot is going to land on something solid that's going to support you.
Hmm.
But if you take that and run with it and apply it to that new car that you need or that house, or because it takes a certain level of insanity, it takes a certain level of being absolutely out of your mind to manifest your wildest dreams.
Yeah.
And this is not about being reckless, this is not about not having a plan, this is about trusting yourself, being honest with yourself, and absolutely knowing that you can have anything
Yeah.
that you desire. And that takes practice and reinforcement,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. And then when you start getting reinforced, you can't deny its truth. But
No.
how do you get there? I have something I can add to that. I've discovered this
Mhm.
little like trick, and it freaking works. See, the thing is, I come from like a lot of people that we know. I come from a long line of the cycle of poverty in my family, of all the different directions that you go, right? And
Mhm.
one of the most common things that you'll find in any of the homes of these individuals is conversation about whether or not you can afford something. And I stopped using those words. I stopped using
Yep.
those words. And I learned that if I write a letter home, and I'm not going to mail that to anybody, but if I write a letter home describing now what I'm able to do because I got this or that, the thing that I feel like or I believe that will benefit or assist me, that
Mhm.
helps bring up the emotion of the experience because the emotion is what matters.
Yes.
It's not the thing.
Nope. Not at all. Is that a bird that I'm hearing though?
Yeah,
Like,
I got a text. That's one of my friends. That's her sound. I have people have certain sounds.
that's definitely a confirmation for what you were saying though, because how you feel about things matter. Because it goes back to what I was saying earlier. If you feel like it's impossible to, you know, run a business, but you still try to do it anyway, you're not going to be successful
Yeah,
because you came out from the gate saying, "Oh, it's hard."
yeah,
So you're making it hard. That's what you're manifesting. You're manifesting difficulty running a business instead of manifesting success and ease running a business.
yeah, yeah. And the same goes for every single day. This is another trick
Mhm,
that I learned. I don't know where it came from, but for years now I've been doing this and it works. What I'm saying, I broke away from this. We
mhm,
have everything that we need exactly. See, the thing is, I'm also that person that's like, I don't have any desire to have excess. And so I don't manifest excess, which I probably should manifest a little bit of excess. But anyway, um, is that I totally lost what I was gonna say because I got distracted by that. Oh yeah. Um, is that before I go to bed, no matter what time bedtime is,
mhm,
get excited about tomorrow. You don't know what's gonna happen, maybe. You don't know why you're excited, but let yourself be excited. Because you know what?
mhm.
I wake up excited and I don't even know what I'm excited about, but I am. And very quickly, the universe begins to give me reasons to be excited. I receive these things. And yeah, none of these things are the things I would have been like writing on my Christmas list, but they are perfect for what
Yeah.
is needed at those moments. It gives a blank slate to the universe to say, fulfill what you know I will be happy to have. And it happens.
Indeed. I love me some synchronicities.
Mhm.
I love them. They're awesome. It's like this whole ongoing chat with the universe. It's
Yeah.
an ongoing chat, literally.
Yeah.
All of creation is literally talking to you. You're never alone, especially when you are paying attention and you're able to, switch from observer to creator, back and forth, things like that.
Yeah.
When you allow yourself to be all that you can be at any given point in time, whatever it is that you need to be in that moment without judging yourself, without fear of judgment from others, be it. If you have to be assertive, be assertive. If
Yeah.
you have to be quiet, you know,
Yeah.
do it, you
Yeah.
know. It's going to bring you the most satisfaction, the most fulfillment, and the most feeling of freedom,
Yeah.
no matter what. And people are still going to love you. As a matter of fact, you'll find that people will appreciate you for the things you want them to appreciate you for, instead of you putting on this show for other people,
Hmm.
wishing that they would see you differently, wishing that they would, want you to do whatever you feel like you're talented in. Well, you just keep doing it. Just start doing it, and you will attract those people.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the part that most people don't get. I'm really glad that you said that. Most people don't notice
Mhm.
that, and you end up had telling the universe, giving the universe mixed messages most of the time if we don't, allow ourselves to be in this heart space that you're talking about. That's I
Yeah.
call that 0 point, that place, like that's I think that's what other people call it too, but I'm not sure if they do. I just know I've heard that before and I feel like that's what that
Mhm.
means, you know? Um, and when you're in that place, you begin to realize too that the universe is just you. Like,
Yeah.
it really feels like it's just you too. It's not like a concept that's so far removed that it's like the philosophy class that's above your grade level or whatever.
Mhm.
Instead, it's like, oh wait, it really is. Like the universe is really me. You can really go up there and be the universe and help
Yeah.
yourself.
Mhm.
It's
This
crazy,
is
but it's
why people have such a marked difference in their lives. There are people on this planet that don't know the misery of others. Like, it's very real. They can't even fathom that because they've their path did not require them to experience the trauma that others have experienced. Their path did not require. There are some people that are actually here to rest, and you can see it
yeah.
because their life seems so easy and so just grand.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, oh well, you know, they're the 1% or whatever, right?
Mhm.
Um, on a soul level, some people did actually come here to just exist in a comfortable space.
Mhm.
Not everybody came here to be a warrior or to have such deep soul lessons, and that's okay. Let them be. They don't owe you anything, and you don't owe them anything.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
all here existing. you
Right.
know
And it shows you too what a disservice it is to compare ourselves to others, doesn't it?
that part. And
Yeah.
then you want to make yourself feel better for all the crap you've gone through by saying things like, well, I wouldn't be the person I am if I didn't go through that. Well, that doesn't mean that you cannot express what it's done to you or how you feel about it.
Right.
Because sometimes people like to, gloss over trauma by
Mhm.
saying, well, I wouldn't change anything. Well, I can tell you truthfully that I did not want the life that I had growing up.
Mhm.
Do you see? It may have made me who I am today and it may have been necessary, but I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you, oh, yeah, that's what I desired
Yeah.
consciously as a
I wouldn't
human
believe
being.
you anyway.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been a lot of things, I've been a lot of people, and I've had a lot of opinions that have changed over the last like 20 years, especially the way that I think has changed when it comes to so many things. Because at first I started off thinking this way, and then now I'm like, oh, well, I don't think that anymore. And just that dynamic you have to reconcile with that as well, because we've been programmed to be the same way all the time and not change our mind and be consistent and blah blah blah.
Right. Yeah.
So
I'm
there's
all
just
about
there's a
changing
lot.
minds. Yeah. I'm a little bit I'm that person that I'll like I'm that person. I agitate the waters. That's me. Like, my daughter was trying to play a game with our friends that are visiting, and I was that one that kept, like, that's always been me. I was voted the class clown so many years of my school, you know, but having, that's me in play. However, you know, um, I'm enjoying life completely and deeply, as I feel like most people don't know where I came from. I'm pointing this out because I'm empathic. I can hear people talking in their mind.
Mhm.
I straight up know what people are going, and like I get so much judgment for thinking that my life is cush. Like, and so you just brought this up, and it's kind of fun because it's fascinating. I was purified by fire. Like, I was
Yeah.
trafficked. We didn't, the neighbors didn't know we existed. They thought our house was haunted. Like, we weren't allowed to go
Mhm.
outside. We were so pasty pale. Like, I'm pasty pale, but like I was so pale they would, my friends would joke and give me clear band-aids because it was flesh toned. You know, like, but I had trauma, just like all of us have had trauma.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying that I enjoyed any of it, though it's fascinating because I'm some people see someone's success and it bothers them,
Yeah.
and that's okay. That's their thing. But if you let them see you long enough, then they can see that there's a way out. And that's why I'm here.
Yeah. That's the whole point, to show, because I mean, personally, if I didn't see other people be successful at any of the things that I do, it would be a lot harder for me to just keep going for it or keep trying again,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I do feel like it's helpful for other people to live their lives to the fullest so that other people can live their life to the fullest. It doesn't mean that we don't create and we're not original and we don't and we're not, how do you say, mavericks or trendsetters or anything like that. It just
Yeah.
means there's nothing new under the sun. A
Yeah.
lot of stuff gets recycled and,
Yeah.
and innovated, you know.
I didn't even
That's,
cut you off. I was just, yes.
you're good. You're good. I'm taking my time. I am taking my time, child.
Good. I believe you
And
do.
I'm looking as well. I may have to start these readings because I was watching the rate of the battery on my
Oh,
phone.
right. Okay.
So yeah, I may have to go ahead and start these readings just
Do you want
to
me
get
to
enough.
minimize myself? Oh, wrong way.
Oh no, I mean, I guess for them, for them to see the cards, yeah, because and it's good for me too because I messed up the like I'm in studio. Okay. Like I don't see it like I was seeing it earlier because I had responded to a text, but I see enough to be able to see the card when I hold it up.
Okay. Okay. Well, if you need me
Yeah,
to,
my view is skewed.
well,
However,
can you read it
thank
real
you
quick?
so much, Mila.
Thank you.
Um, so what I'm gonna do, and if y'all see me looking to the left, is because I'm looking at the computer so I can see the chat better.
Cool.
But so yeah, whoever wants to get general messages, just go ahead and type this round. It's gonna be a different number for each round, okay? So I guess the first person who types in um 23, the first 23 that I see, that's who I'm gonna read for. Okay.
All right.
And y'all bear with me sometimes the chat be delayed and stuff.
Are you reading off of the Restream chat or the YouTube?
No. I'm looking at the Sarah. I'm looking at
I see it. Oops, we got two. Hold on, I grabbed
do
this
you
one.
know
This
what
is
I'm looking at?
yeah. I'm
I'm
trying.
like, you get it right. My
Yep.
words
Yep.
ain't coming. My
Restream.
words
It's
ain't
free.
coming. So, Sarah, this one is for you. These are the general messages in the now, highest divine messages, clear, concise messages for Sarah, for their highest good and the highest good of everyone involved. Ooh, I'm telling you, the energy has been wild today. And the card just got heavy, like pressure, like barometric pressure, like when a cloud sinks to the ground. Sarah, this is your these are your messages to just stay with me because the cards got heavy. There's pressure. Interesting. Sarah, in the now. Okay. Sarah, number 4 is significant for you. Um, Sarah, you got deep knowing, and the number on this card is 43 as well. So that's deep knowing. You got the 2 of Swords, the Hermit, and the 9 of Swords. You may very well be going through a dark night of the soul with this combination. Okay. And I wouldn't put it past if you might be having disturbing dreams in the now. It's as if someone has put a blindfold on you and you can only see like 10% of everything. Things are difficult. Things are not as easy as you feel that they should be. All of us, and this came out of nowhere. Like life was normal, and then all of a sudden you're drudging. And you want to know why. But again, with this deep knowing card, you know why. You just don't want to believe that that's the reason why. Um, you know how people can how do you say witness something so atrocious, like not even witness it, they could hear about something and they're like, I can't believe that so and so did that, or that I can't believe that anybody could do that. That's the idea behind what I'm saying. It's like you would not believe the reason why you're in this energy. um that's like somebody saying, oh, you can't get a job because you haven't donated your tennis shoes. It doesn't make sense to you. You don't see how these things are being connected. So whatever it is that you're aware of, Sarah, whatever it is that you're aware of, that is the thing that has you in this energy, whether you want to accept it or believe it or not. whether it makes sense to you or not. That is the thing that is holding you back, has halted you. Honestly, it could be any new people that may have recently come into your life. It feels like something that was inserted into your life, something that has not been around for a long time. There's an influence in your life that is not serving you at all. There's a connection. And it doesn't always have to be romantic or friendship. It could be at a new job. It could be somebody that just got hired at a new job, but there's a definitely someone that you need to disconnect from in order to free yourself, because you can have a series of unfortunate events just by associating with someone, even though they didn't like do anything directly to you. So watch their whoever this may be in whatever situation, watch their life. If they stay with drama, if they always have unfortunate things going on, that's going to be a clue as to where you need to disconnect. And you'll be out of this energy by March, because you've also got the Wheel of Fortune action going on too. So it's not going to be forever, okay? And you will get through this. Nature is your friend. It's going to help a lot being in nature, and just doing your self-care and taking your time alone, okay? So those are the messages I have for Sarah in the now. So that was an interesting start to our readings, wasn't it?
That was cool.
Yeah. Love to you in the now. Wow. So the next number, the first person who types out 54. 54. That's what I'm looking for.
I like that you do it this way.
Yeah, I'm grateful that my brain is working enough to do this way.
Yeah, it's pretty
You
clever.
are very much welcome. Thank you for allowing me to read you too as well. Because I'm telling you, like mentally, I've been so tapped mentally lately. It's
Yeah.
been something.
Oh, here we go.
All
Terry.
right. So we've got M4GLS. What is your name, love? Can you type your name out for me?
I don't have it on my side. Oh, there it is. This one.
That M, it's
M
M.
for girl.
Yeah, and I do realize that there were people before that person that I had typed out
Gotcha.
that I had said. However, that's the first one that I saw. That M4GRL. Jessica. I saw Jessica. I don't know what the chat is doing, but Jessica was the first one, and then everything else populated. It was weird, but it was meant to be. So, Jessica, these are going to be your messages in the now for your highest good of everyone involved. Jessica, clear, concise messages in the now. All right. Oh, yeah. There's air. The temperature changed in the room for the better. Yay, Jessica. That's what I'm thinking. Yay, Jessica, right? Go, Jessica, go. That's what I'm hearing. It's like somebody's cheering for you. All right. I wonder
Cool.
what she's doing. Jessica, in the now. Quick concise messages. Yeah, I would like one more at least. Wow. There's something obvious. There's an obvious victory. You got the chariot card.
Ooh.
And then you've got the 3 of Wands. So you got options. Oh, And it's because you're being rewarded for being flexible. This is so cute, this card. I haven't pulled this deck out in a minute, so I don't even remember a lot of the images, but the number 19 is here. And this is the flexible card. So your adaptability and your willingness to learn and your willingness to take initiative has paid off in some kind of way, because you've got the Chariot card here, and then you've also got the Three of Wands here, to where you have stepped into a space where you have options to explore. Um, you may also be traveling in the month of August, particularly. That is what's coming up. So even if you were not planning travel, it's coming up for August. There is this toy energy. You know how like children have treasure boxes, like at school for good behavior, they get to go and pick in the treasure box. That's the energy that I'm getting for you. You're getting to go and pick in the treasure box. So to me, that sounds like a gift. You're receiving a gift. And for the most part, it seems like you're receiving this gift for nothing, just for existing, which is always just awesome, right? So I feel like you're coming into a time closer to April where where you were not seen, people are gonna see you all of a sudden. It's gonna be like, oh, there's Jessica. She exists. Let's engage with her. You were invisible for a little while. That's interesting. I feel like Venus is doing something in your life, because all of a sudden your magnetism is going to be preceding you. So if you happen to be single, just know you're going to be getting some attention. I'm just saying, because all of this energy, energy doesn't start and stop. So it's going to merge. And it looks like the beginning of this is in April. And then the whole travel thing is in August. Wow. What is it? And I'm using my hands to try to depict like palm branches. I'm sitting
I
there
get it.
like,
I get
what
it.
is palm branches? There's something that has to do with palm branches. Um, Apparently a place where you're going to be, whether there's decor that has to do with palm branches, or like there's palm trees where you're going. But that stuck out to me as well. And the last message I want to give you is, the more that you nurture your physical body with movement, the better you're going to feel about taking the opportunities that come your way. You won't feel like you're incapable or incompetent if your body is moving and happy. Your joints are all lubed up and stuff. So
Yeah.
definitely do that. Okay.
Did she see what she said?
Different kind of palms.
Yeah, oh, yeah, she did. But then also Jessica said, "I have 4 grown daughters," and then she's been 4 years single.
Mm. Woo
Yeah.
child. Somebody coming. telling you, telling you now. But yeah, those are the messages I have for Jessica in the now for her highest bit of February.
I like the treasure box example too, Joshua.
I mean, I think I still get excited about the idea of a treasure box.
Yeah.
And it's so simple. It's usually just a shoe box that's got a hole in it and it's decorated,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
with tiny little toys. Just happy that you got something. All right. Our next number is, drum roll, please. No, 17. 17.
So the
We
first
are
person
looking for the
that is
first
7.
17 that pops up. 17. And I know somebody, I know it's somebody in the chat collecting the numbers that I'm saying.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
know.
yeah, there's code there for sure.
Perfect. So, Miriam Wallace.
Alright, Miriam.
Miriam. We are reading for Miriam for her high school of everyone involved. Mhm. Miriam. I couldn't even pull the card. Miriam, I want you to know that it is totally okay to enjoy yourself. Just don't make anything serious. And this isn't just about romantic relationships. This could be about any relationships that come into your life. Because toward the end of February, we're going to be going into a Mercury retrograde, okay? And the first thing I heard while I was trying to get your cards was a blast from the past.
Mm.
And I was like, oh no. You know what I'm saying? With the Mercury energy. So that was the disclaimer. Now we're going to continue to try to get the cards out. Oh, Lord, we working today. You got chaos and conflict. Okay. Miriam has chaos and conflict. And I have a mild headache in my third eye with Miriam's energy here. And this is the number 33. So the whole purpose of this chaos and conflict is mastery. I can tell you that now. All right, let's let's see. And you might also want to look up what the master number 33 entails. It's like it's the master teacher. Mm, thank you. There's hope. There is hope. Okay. You got the star card. And then you've also got the Knight of Wands. So, Miriam, you're not going to go or going through what you're going through in vain. It's necessary because the energy involved with all of this, Aquarius, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries energy, okay? But basically, what's happening is this fire sign person may be coming into your life, or even an Aquarius energy, to stir the pot, to stir things up, to introduce new experiences, so that you may, in turn, learn some things and also receive whatever it is that you've been trying to manifest. Miriam, you may also be either doing or interested in candle magic or anything that has to do with fire and mysticism, for the purpose of course, manifesting. And, just understand that the results may come in a way that is disruptive. It doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It just means, hey, you wanted this. So, some things had to be moved out of the way. Things happen quicker than what they were supposed to happen, all kinds of things, right? So just be aware that, don't be so quick to think that you're under attack.
Yeah.
Remember what you've done. Remember, hey, you remember when you wrote down those affirmations and burned it? You remember when you lit that candle? I know it was probably like 3 months ago, but now you're in this chaos and conflict and you don't know what's going on, but it's because your manifestation is trying to come through. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel, but fire is hot. You got to respect it. I'm just saying. And it's very important to Show that you trust yourself, show that you trust your ability by only making a declaration once. That is also important. This is interesting because it's two things. There is a influential person, and then there is whatever it is that you've been doing or what you're thinking about doing. So if you have not done anything with fire magic or candles, right? And you want to learn, it make sure you get some thorough teaching on this before you attempt it. Because if you attempt it without like learning, it could be pretty tough on you. I'm just saying.
Right.
So yeah, that is the message I have for Miriam in the now. And I'm gonna put this disclaimer because I really went somewhere. Um, if it doesn't resonate, it's totally okay. You know, a lot of times, some things,
I
especially on
was
these
curious.
live readings, they don't resonate at the time, but then later it makes sense. So I'm totally cool with it not being right. I'm very
What kind of animal was
that
that?
was
Sorry, I cut you off again.
first of
Excuse
all,
me.
that was a it was a
Horse,
it was
zebra?
a zebra with giraffe print.
I thought
Yeah.
so. Because you know what giraffe symbolizes, right?
Yeah. No,
Let's
I
stir it
don't
up.
know. But I mean, Miriam, you may benefit from looking up the meaning of zebra and giraffe. 'Cause that was I don't even want to make up the word for this mixture. Thank you so much, Brittany.
Yeah, that was. And the link to this is I put up on the screen right now. This is her LinkTree account for anyone who wants to know how.
So I'm going
This is
to
how you
I'm going to change that because I changed
please.
it. It's my fault.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay. I'm gonna take that away.
I had to change it because I have two link trees now, unfortunately, but fortunately. And I had to
Where did it get
separate some
typed in?
things.
Where did it get typed in?
Yes. Hmm. Thank you, thank you, thank you for letting me read you, love. All righty, our next number is 36. Looking for the next 36 in the chat, the first 36.
Where did you post the updated link? I
I
can't see
typed
it.
it in the chat.
Oh, I don't see it. Darn it.
There's probably just a
Well,
little delay. So Cheryl Ryder, that's what that looks like, your last name. I hope I'm pronouncing it properly, but Cheryl, we're going to be pulling cards for Cheryl in the now. Oh, I'm definitely going to eat. I am definitely going to eat. This always happens at some point. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm thinking about food now. Cheryl, for her highest good, the highest good of everyone involved. What's going on, Cheryl? Oh yeah, you got me
there's
singing going
36
on.
people here.
Oh, I like it. Serendipity. Mm-hmm. Cheryl has the number 18, the card Serendipity. The heart chakra is very prominent here. Interesting. It's like my breath was taken away. Something's gonna take your breath away, and I'm hoping it's a good thing, not a negative thing. You got the Page of Cups. Very charming individual. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. You've got the Two of Wands. This is very interesting because this is either a love interest or a salesperson. I'm sitting there like, wait, what's going on here? Either way it goes, there's a lot of upfront charm, whether they're trying to sell you something or they're trying to offer you a cup of love. And with the serendipity card, I just feel like Cheryl's gonna feel lucky, you know? Like there's this, I got this communication, this email, this phone call, and it's making me feel lucky. So even if it's not either of the whole someone trying to sell you something or the page or the person trying to make some kind of love offer, it could be that you're getting notified that you won something. You may be getting notified that you were approved for something because this is definitely notification and offer energy. Okay. And when you look at that 4-leaf clover, there's that whole luck thing going on. And then there's the heart chakra um, situation happening as well. Um, Cheryl, if you meditate, like if you're a person that meditates, it's definitely working. Archangel Chamuel is very prominent as well. You may have a connection to the angelic realm. This is very interesting because I'm hearing something like way in the distance, like some music or something happening in the distance. So, and I'm looking. I'm so sorry, love. I'm looking. So something is like coming toward you, Cheryl, in the now. You've magnetized whatever this is with your heart space, like a tractor beam type situation. It's good, and you're gonna feel elated about it. I'm getting a little bit of the moon card energy where they're like, "Well, that's it." Whenever I'm dealing with the moon, there's only so far I can go because I'm not supposed to stay anymore. But it's good vibes for Cheryl, for sure. But I low key now I'm realizing it's probably a surprise. Darn. But that's where I have to end it. That's interesting. Thank you for letting me read you, Cheryl.
That's cool. When you said 36, there were 36 people in the audience, and when you mentioned 33 before, there were 33 people on my YouTube channel.
Oh wow.
I just find that to be like, wow, look at that. You spoke of synchronicities and serendipity.
Is there anybody named Lisa in the chat? Say let me know if there's anybody named Lisa in the chat. Just you're
I'm
welcome,
looking. I've had a
Cheryl.
few in my life, but I'm just
You know, you
checking
can't
if
really
they're
tell from
yeah, all the
the screen
names.
names. So I want them to type it out if there's a Lisa in the chat because, you know, the things are happening. I'm like, well,
No stopping.
I was ready to say the next number and I heard Lisa and I'm like, oh, okay, that's what we're doing. So I'm taking a moment to see if there's a Lisa in the chat because, and you know, if there is, they probably, you know, are not. Not everybody wants a reading, but I know
Yeah.
Spirit's calling somebody out for sure. Mm-mm-mm. Ha! Hello, love.
All right, here you
And I'm
go.
wondering how many, but she was the first one, so I'm gonna go ahead with that one, the E.L. Croton,
L
Lisa.
L Crotton.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that Lisa. But if there's other Lisas in the chat, take it if it resonates. If it doesn't, everything just failed in that moment. Like, what is happening? All right, Lisa. Apparently, you've been called to the front of the room. So I'm gonna pull some cards for you, Lisa. That has never happened before, y'all. This is
Huh.
interesting for me too. I'm like, what are we doing? Uh, what does Lisa need to know? Because apparently it's important, you know. It's like somebody doing over the PA. Quick concise messages, Lisa in the now. In the store, clean up on aisle 3. Everybody can hear. Yeah. One more. One, just one. I just want one. I don't want to drop all of these cards. Nope. Not today. Not today. Ooh. Interesting. It's a fox with a telescope. You got the observer card. And the number on this card is 49. You've got the Queen of Pentacles, the 8 of Cups, and the Emperor. Okay. There is a reason, and it has to do with your sacral chakra. Okay. There's this situation here with the Queen of Cups and the Emperor. And with the Observer card here, this is talking about, okay, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, then it's a duck. Don't overanalyze and try to make it something it's not. So with the 8 of Cups energy, Lisa, I feel like you're needing to walk away or actively walking away from something that is detrimental to your sacral chakra. And if you don't know what that symbolizes, just for, in short, that is your creative center. That is where your childhood wounds are. That's it rules creation out in the world and reproduction. But your sacral is just not liking someone, and it doesn't have to be an Aries person. It could be any sign that the emperor is representing, but your sacral is telling you no. Like, really, like, look, your eyes are like, you could be seeing something with your eyes, but then when you use the telescope, you're seeing something completely different. There's something not okay with this person. This person is not okay at all. There's a shutting down of the throat chakra. And whenever I encounter a shutting down of the throat chakra, it's a victim situation. So even if it may not look like this now, it can quickly escalate to that. You have some wounds to be healed, because this is not the first time. This is a cycle that needs to be eradicated. Healing is important. Wound healing is important. There are practitioners that do that can help you, so that you can free yourself from the cycle of this kind of energy. And these things are easier said than done. Okay, so it's all going to happen in your own time. The worry is about stability. The worry is about, well, how do I do things on my own without this energy? But you're going to be supported. Your first step is to walk away. You have to be brave enough to leave it alone and not circle back. This is just not, it's not good. There was an instant where it was good, it's no longer good anymore. Because I'm seeing like bread going bad, getting molded and stuff. At one point it was good, but now it's not, and that's okay. It's okay to go from this is okay to this is not okay, and then make a decision to change. And then again, if you look up what a fox means, part of fox symbolism is trickery, is foxes are very clever. You know what I mean? So whatever this is, right? You are encouraged to walk away. And if you've already walked away, this is your confirmation. Because no. That's what I have for you, Lisa. And again, pick what resonates, leave the rest, but that was apparently important to let you know.
Fox is also camouflage.
Ooh. We're doing good. We're doing good. Every now and again, I check my battery.
How's your battery? You're doing good.
We're doing good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back. You're welcome. I'm going to go back to the numbers here. The next number is 96. I just found that interesting. I'm like, 96. Okay. 96, huh? Looking for my first 96. And while we're waiting on that 96. Oh, thank you, love.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I am doing the yearly reads that have the Vedic astrology, numerology, and the card pull. They're 90 minutes long and they're recorded. I am still doing those. And I'm open just for regular readings, even if it's just a quick 30-minute reading. Okay. So just in case anybody wants one, you can email me or message me on any of my social media, right? In my LinkTree, you should be able to find me at some point through one of those channels. I've got love
Infinitum. Infinitum? Infinitum.
Love infinitum. That's who I've got here. And I love the little radiant heart thing. Or is that a heart on fire and I'm just not seeing it right?
No, I think you're saying it right.
So what's your name, love? Can you type it out, please?
And for anyone wondering, I will go back and be sure that her contact information is correct in the description of this video. And so you can go back and look at that later on and find out how to contact Josie. It's Terry.
All right, Terry, for her highest good and the highest good of everyone involved. Or there. Sometimes you can't tell. You don't know just based off the name. I try to keep it safe in these chats.
Oh, it's a her. It's okay. A her. I know.
Terry, clear to text messages in the now. Ooh, that was a flip.
I saw that.
And I'm glad I could find it after it flipped. Are moose and caribou the same thing or no?
No, caribou is reindeer.
Oh. Okay.
They live where in Deutschland, where you see a lot of northern lights.
Hmm. All right. All right, Terry. So you've got the Empress, Judgment, and the Three of Wands. It's interesting how all of this Wands energy is coming out in these readings. That's a collective message right there. And then you've got
Yeah.
Clean It Up. And this is 21. And there's a moose with a feather duster, it looks like. So with this situation, you've got to check your circle, Terry. That's what I think this message is about, is checking your circle. You got a lot of three energy. You got the 21 that reduces to three. You got three on top of the Three of Wands. You got three on top of the Empress as well. Definitely check your social circle, because part of what the number three represents is parties, is social, like your friends or your cousins, things like that. Because flag, what is it, flag on the play type thing with sports. There's a flag, there's a foul, something ain't right somewhere. It's important to check your circle. That's what you have to clean up. Somebody somewhere needs to be pruned, because they are not kosher. I don't know what recently happened in your life that changed, that was positive, but that person seems to be bothered by it and wanting or having the intention to taint your image in some kind of way by saying certain things to people. You know how you could be like a new person, maybe you had a spiritual awakening or you got healthy or something, and there's somebody that always wants to try to bring out the old you. I feel like this is that dynamic. They want to keep bringing up old stuff when you're trying to move forward and be something different. They're not able to handle the new version of you, and they have to just be released, because it's going to affect your prosperity, especially if you're living with this person. And it's so funny, because I hear we're all adults here. But when someone says that, it's like a disclaimer that they're going to say something that may be hard to handle. Just because they say that doesn't mean it's okay to say the next thing that they're going to say. Because there's a difference between saying something that only adults should hear and saying something that is also insulting or defamation in some sort of way. And if you are not able to maybe if this is a family member or something, you're going to have to spend less time around this person. Watch what you say around this person. They don't need to know your business. It's very important. And then on another note, you may have, or someone may, if you have children, someone around you may have allergies, like to dust mites. So it would be helpful to use an air purifier in your space. It could be at work or at home. That may be what's causing whatever irritation someone is experiencing. Okay. So, yep, those are the messages I have for Terry. In the now. Waka waka.
Brittany says, I have a 90-minute with Josie. You should do it. Much love.
It's party time.
This is really cool. There's been a lot of cups. You're right.
Mhm.
There's been a lot of wands.
Yeah, I really feel like those wands is a collective message, because the year of the horse, right? It's a fire horse. And there's just going to be a
Yeah.
lot of wands action, and if you're the type of person that avoids wands energy, you're going to have to get with the program this year.
You know what? Did you know that Draco Malfoy is the symbol of the year of the horse, and he's the Harry Potter wands.
Hmm.
And you just said the year of the horse.
Mhm.
I I don't mean to interrupt your
No, you're
flow.
fine.
You go do your
That
thing.
that I was talking to you. I was definitely
Uh,
talking to you. Because like I said, as a collective, the year I believe it's the year of the fire horse particularly. And I kept telling everybody in my Patreon, I was like, hey, if you're not used to going fast and if you're not used to hopping on opportunities, you're going to feel left out or left behind this year because this is a 1 year for the collective.
yeah,
This is a get it while it's hot energy.
yeah, yeah. It's gonna
Oh,
be it's a
I see. Love to you in the now. I see. All right. What number do we have next? And I'll probably do one more after this one. What number do we have next? You want to, Mila, go ahead and say the next number.
11 ones. Type 11 in the comments if you want a reading.
I don't know why I'm seeing like I guess it's 80s music type video with the rolling fog and the guitar. All right,
Okay, I got
Crystal. All right.
alright, Crystal.
Crystal. Woohoo. All right, Crystal for highest good of everyone involved. When I did the video that doesn't exist, thought those readings were a little weird too. I wasn't used to that. It didn't process, so I lost it. But the readings have been odd, just period.
Yeah. That was weird too because it said unlisted, and I was able to look at it and also like it,
But the whole
but it was
video
only for, like,
didn't
the first
happen.
it was just, like, 3
Yeah.
seconds.
Christopher is good and the highest good of everyone involved. I mean, you just gotta laugh at it, because it's just special, Crystal. Thank you. That took a moment. The back of my back. The back of my back does not even sound right. Between my shoulder blades of my back got really spicy, Crystal. I tell y'all everything I'm experiencing. It's like if I took a shot of rum or something. What
Huh.
is happening? These are Crystal's messages. Oh, sacrifice message. Wow. Oh my goodness. Is it Dragon Tales? The cartoon Dragon Tales? Those I think it's a cartoon that has something to do with dragons and the eggs are like magical or something like that. That's what's coming up for Chris. All right, so don't make me cry. You gotta imagine, okay? Crystal gotta imagine.
Oh.
And it's such a beautiful card to me. It's the number 20. And you've got the King of Pentacles here, right? You've got the Three of Pentacles here. And then you've got the 10 of Cups. Wow. This is miracle energy. This is this is, I work hard every day. I'm a good person. I do the things. And I don't really have many expectations of, you know, things. Like, this is a modest energy, Crystal. And then this huge energy comes through with the Ten of Cups and the Imagine card. Okay. Um, it's not flighty, it's grounded because you have the King of Pentacles here. So this energy is, wow. It's the other side of you live and you learn. Well, now you're utilizing that wisdom and, excuse me, being rewarded for it. It's that energy of, you asked for this, but don't you know that you can have greater? Because that's what you're going to receive. You ask for something simple and basic, but you get the highest upgrade of that thing, you know? Uh,
Hmm.
this is awesome energy. The energy is asking you to expand your desires, like, if you are worthy of more, and expand your desires, make them bigger, ask for more, right? And Crystal, there may be a earth sign person in your life that is showing you this or helping with this situation in some kind of way. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. And part of this process is learning in the best way possible. This is that fun learning. This is that learning and that organic learning and that adventure and that you're being put on. Somebody is putting you on, Crystal. Like, you might be that person that, you know, just say you go to like basic restaurants and this person introduces you to a higher end restaurant, or this person teaches you about shoes, things you didn't know. Stuff like that. Those are the best examples I can give you, but you're definitely um, having an elevated experience, or that is coming to you. And it's really going to be, what is going on in March besides, spring equinox,
Ev-
because March is coming
Everything.
up here. Like, you're going to see trickles of it, but it's really going to be obvious in March, My, there's also a different message for Crystal. Um, I don't know if you're prone to, and this is not medical advice, right? It's not medical advice, but if you're prone to like strep throat or tonsillitis, things like that, because I could feel a numbness in my mouth, like if I had gargled lidocaine. um, if you are prone to those situations, it is important to you to be proactive when you know you're going to travel or be around groups of people with whatever it is that you utilize for immunity. Okay. I had to really like baby step that message. Um, proactivity will alleviate some of those instances where you're dealing with illness unnecessarily. Okay. So those are the messages I have for Crystal in the now.
Thank you.
I
I
really
thought you
like
were
that
talking to
energy.
me when you asked about March. I'm sorry about cutting you off there.
I didn't even hear you.
Okay, good, 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 good.
I didn't even hear you.
I was like, "Oh, what's happening with March? I'll tell you." Oh, and here's dragon
But
pills for
what is
everybody.
happening in March?
Everything. Um, yeah, literally everything. If you look at the how things are, it's really starting in the 3rd of March, and it's just like all of a sudden there's a global choice point. Everyone's gonna choose. Like we've already chosen on, and it's a soul level, like your higher self kind of level.
Mhm.
And we might not think that the choices that we made are ones we actually would want to make,
Yeah.
but they're gonna be freaking awesome. It's like the beginning of opening the present, but it's wrapped in shit paper, so you gotta get through the paper.
That part. Oh my God. All right, so this is the last one because I'm definitely about to eat. I might.
Yeah.
Mm. So
Just
our last one.
can I say this real quickly? There's a lot of
Yeah.
questions, how this is
Mhm.
working, how you know your number and stuff. She's gonna say a number, and then those who want a reading and are present for it will type that number in, and whichever number she sees first of that number that she says is the one she's going to pick. There's been questions.
Oh, okay. I'm glad that you took a moment to explain that. I'm not really here, y'all, right now. Like,
Great.
I'm gone. Gone, gone. Okay, so our last number is actually 4 digits. It's very interesting. It's 1143.
Ooh,
Mm-mm-mm.
that's a pretty interesting code there.
1143. Bam! Ha!
Did you get
Oh
one?
yeah, this was meant to be. Britt, you got it. You got it, Britt. Because she's been in this chat. She's just been talking.
Yeah, yeah. So it's the beginning.
Wow. This is awesome. I love me some Britt. She gets readings from me. She's in my Patreon. She's very active with
Awesome.
me. So I do appreciate her. And she happens to be, if you don't mind me saying, she happens to be going through the rite of passage that I have already gone through. So I'm honored to be able to help her through the same thing. She's meant to be
Hmm.
some force once she gets through this. We don't know what it's going to look like, but we just know it's going to be great. Brittany for her high, the highest good of everyone involved. Ooh. First of all, I wasn't expecting that. It's a double-bladed dagger. You know how when people do like blood ritual type thing, that's what I saw. Like it was a double-bladed knife thing with a drop of blood on the end of it. Now, I'm not saying that's what you're doing. I'm just saying that's what I saw. I'm like, whoa, that was left field. Ooh. I'm
Like,
just like, dang, can we pull cards? Jeez. Jeez. What does that mean? What are we doing?
like a
What
blood
is the
pact?
symbol? Jeez. Wow. You know, that's at work. Boy, I tell you what. You know, it doesn't have to be a negative thing, y'all.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't go to the negativity. Oh man. Ooh. Okay, so this. Oh, I thought I had. Girl, you all. Yeah. So you got poised, right? You got poised. The number 48. Poised, and then You got a card that I didn't even see that was stuck to this one. It says go the distance, the number 47. Are you kidding me right now? 47 and 48. I've been shuffling these cards. That is wild for them to be stuck together and be a
What's going on?
succession. So it's like with toys, you're in the position that the runners get in before the gunshot goes off. And then with go the distance, you take off running. And it's so funny because, naturally 48 is after 47. However, the succession is backwards. I'm just like, wow, look, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not even ready. Okay, look, we got the Queen of Cups. We got the Queen of Wands.
Shut up.
Two powerful queens. And then, of course, we got the dang star card. I can't even hold it. The star card. Brittany, what is happening? And that's probably what you're asking too. Like, what is happening? Because I feel like you got something highly spiritual going on. And for those who don't know, the Queen of Wands is not just a charismatic leader. The Queen of Wands is very spiritual in her own right. Okay. So you got the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands together. This is a very practically powerful energy, even though it's not, how do you say, coins or pentacles, right? It's still it's a, when my spirit tells me to move, I move. And that is how things happen for me. And then you've got this beautiful water bearer, Aquarius energy, pouring knowledge out onto the collective. I wouldn't be surprised, ma'am, if you don't start channeling, speaking some kind of light language, something, because with this combo, there's a quickening happening. You're in that position to go, literally. And this looks like a cheetah, so it's fast. You may be dealing with some energy, or some energy is about to start happening for you is way faster than what you're used to, way faster than what you feel like you can handle. You're gonna feel like you're losing chunks of time. This is a level of mysticism that happens to you, and you have to respond to it. This is not, I'm not saying that you're out here doing something to make this happen, because again, we know that you're inside of this rite of passage. And you are definitely about to get wiki. That's the word that comes up. You're about to get wiki. It is, I don't even know what that means. Yeah, some serious things, some mystical things, but also very real things are about to happen. And there's some practicality in here. You're about to learn some things about yourself and how you manifest, and how things are made possible in a way that you've never seen them before. Please look up the symbolism for cheetah. The Fey realm is going to be very helpful for you. In Aquarius people are going to be very helpful for you in the now, to get you through whatever this flip book of a reality you're about to be experiencing. Because you're gonna, like, don't freak out. You're gonna be missing blocks of time. Okay. Oh, talk about existential crisis. I remember when I was having those in like 2017 a lot. You go into Walmart, you come out and you think it's like, a whole nother different year, or you're in the summer, but you know you're not in the summer and you're just freaking out in your car and you can't drive until you like get back to this real. This is what that looks like. Okay. Woo. Well,
Wow.
whatever you doing, you dreamed of fairies last night. Well, they trying to help you because they know what's about to happen to you. So, because I'm like, whatever is happening is definitely happening now. It's it can be scary, but it's awesome at the same time. That's just like if one day you snapped and a flame appeared. Like it would scare you, but it's also freaking amazing. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, Brittany, that's what I got for you. Things that I don't understand, but are awesome. Thank you for letting me read you. Thank you, all of you, for letting me read you for this beautiful 2-2 portal that we are definitely done with these readings. That was an interesting way to go out.
That is so cool. Thank you for doing that.
You're so welcome. I absolutely love being here, and I will try to help you keep track of uh, doing this more often because I can't believe that it's been that long.
Yeah. We were chatting before we went on, and it's been 8 months, man. What? Like, yeah, we should definitely
Yeah.
do I wanted to ask a couple
Mhm.
of quick questions regarding, sessions with you because people are gonna
Yeah,
wonder.
you're good.
You had
Mhm.
highlighted said 30-minute, 60-minute, and 90-minute. Is that what you said? Th those are the different session times offered? Or
No,
is that just
I
a little bit in
really,
the chat?
what I like for people to do is just message me and ask for what they want because of my day job schedule, right? Or whatever you want to call it. I literally have been just having to custom make everything.
Mhm.
I can't do a menu
Right.
because I'm having to schedule people and I'm having to see how much time I have on certain days. So if you just message me or email me and tell me what you want, um, then I can accommodate you. And honestly, what I prefer everyone to do is go over and join my Patreon because we have a chat there. We can message each other directly there. Most of the content is absolutely free. You're gonna see with the Qigong section, it's self-paced and all the videos are there already. So that's easiest for me is
Mhm.
just going to my Patreon, because that's where I put most of my content.
And you go live on there often too, don't you?
Yeah, yeah, it's easy for me to go
Yeah,
live and then you
yeah.
just help me remember that I know that I've done at least 2 live videos in there that are relevant to some of what we were talking about now.
Cool.
I do regular posts as well, like with words and the pictures.
With
So
words
just,
and stuff.
y'all forgive me because I promise you, when you do readings like that and you haven't done them in a while, it takes a moment to come back.
Yeah, yeah. I call it the loop because you get loopy, right?
I'm
Just
over
like
here like,
spaghetti.
and of course, when I'm done, I will clear my energy and things like that. I have my things that I do, so
Yeah, yeah.
I'm good. I'm fine, y'all.
So, if anyone's interested in doing a session with you, they would contact you through so they would, message you in Patreon is the best way to
Yeah,
contact.
that's the best way. Just join the Patreon. It's free, and send me a message in there,
Alright.
and chat it up in the chat. I like to see people talking in my Patreon chat. Even if you're just talking about how your day went or this awesome thing that happened, use the chat. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, good I've same. Like, I watched that happen. It's so cool to watch people connect, and the thing is we are brought together for a reason.
Yeah.
Like, we're all different aspects of each other, just as we're the universe is us and we're the universe, it's easier Because, like, honestly, I could sit here right now and I could say, when I look at Josie, I'm looking at my own eyes. I know that,
Mhm.
and we are brought together for a reason. So everybody in that chat, in this chat, we're here because we belong together in some
Mm,
way, and it just helps you as well as everyone else.
it's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are all one, all us little sparkly beings.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be really cool and wild, and starting next month, yeah, some craziness as the crescendo of the month on the 28th and the sixth planet alignment. And let's be honest,
Mhm.
there's 17 planets in our solar system. They just call them dwarf planets to make it so they don't have to tell us about all their planets, right? And so they're all having a party too, so
Yeah,
it's not just six planets that are lining up, okay?
it's definitely been interesting because we had the planetary alignment on my birthday, literally on it. And from what I've observed, I said, oh, this is gonna be an interesting year. For me particularly, I can see the tone that has been set.
Yeah.
So my job is to make sure that I can rise to the occasion. So I've had to be super disciplined with my physical body, with my energy, all kinds of stuff, so that I can catch all of the raindrops that I know are going to be falling.
Ah,
Yeah.
it's like opposite of juggling, right?
Mhm.
It's a lot, it's a lot. Well, you gotta go eat, and so I'm gonna release you.
Yeah, I've got it. Look, I got a pee too. That's an inside joke.
Yeah, I totally do, actually.
Our
Yeah.
bodies are calling for the things.
Josie, thank you so much for being on today's show. I
Yeah,
really appreciate it. Yeah,
I
and
appreciate you too, love.
I hope that you saw the how many people were deeply benefited today, like, I mean, and
Oh,
how
I'll watch the replay.
okay, good, good.
But I'm grateful. I'm grateful to every last one of you in the chat, and I intend love, health, and wealth, and prosperity, and abundance, and enlightenment to all of you.
Yeah. And my intent for the energy as we move forward from today is that we no longer have to live in Groundhog Day. That each day is a new day, and rather than repeating something of the old. So
That
that's
works
my
for me.
yeah. Thank you so much. Sending you all love, and I will see
Mhm.
you all on Wednesday. We have Morphin coming on. It's going to be a great show, so I look forward to seeing you all there. Aho bless.